Okay, so I'm finally making the video about Clover's veterinary situation, her emergency. So, we're gonna start at the very beginning when we bought Clover in March 2025. We asked if she was pregnant. Alright. And they said no, she wasn't bred. Her friend, like the horse's friend that she was stabled with, she was pregnant. So we were like, she's not pregnant, right? They were like, no, she's not pregnant. Okay, we take her home. And it is August, and she colicked suddenly, and we're like, well, she probably has some gas. And after about an hour or two, she starts acting normal after she passed some gas, and I was like, okay, she must have had some gas, or, you know, it was I don't know, constipation, something like that. Because after, some water, she was acting fine, and I was like, it must have been just some gas. So we put her back out into the field because she was acting perfectly normal. Then it was about a day later, maybe, and she hadn't come up for her food, and we're like, okay, she must be colicking bad. There's something wrong with her. She loves her food. So we go out into the field and we find her, and I get a halter on her, and I'm like, you're going to the barn so we can get you to the vet because I've had enough. And then I didn't notice anything, but her back legs were wet, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe he stepped in water or something. Completely oblivious. So I walk her up, and then we see she has a placenta hanging out of her. And I'm like, oh, that's not good at all. You were pregnant. So she aborted her baby, and she had a retained placenta. So we called 9 vets, 9 of them. Hey, we have an emergency situation. Most of them didn't even answer. Hey, we have an emergency situation. Okay, well, send us some pictures. Okay, we sent the pictures. Okay, yeah. So we can give her a shot if you come up here. Okay. So if it doesn't come out by 1 p.m. today, bring her up here and we'll get her checked out. Okay. Fast forward to 1 p.m. It hasn't come out. So we trailer her up and we drive an hour one way to the vet. We sit there for, I think it was an hour or 2 hours, because the vet was in surgery. Like, that's understandable. Well, an hour or 2 passes when we were waiting, and we're like, she can't wait this long. She's in pain. We can't do this. We're like, can you at least just give us the shot? They're like, no, we need to see her. But they didn't see her. We're like, we're just gonna leave, because she was stressed. She was panicking. She was freaking out in the trailer, because we don't trailer a lot, and she's in pain. So we just take her home and, pray for the best. So I mix up some electrolytes from a recipe I found, and I don't have the recipe on me right now, but I also added thyme because I heard it was supposed to simulate contractions, and I put some thyme in there, and she did not want to take it at all. Like, she was not having it. But I got some in there, and I poured a little bit in her water and a little bit in her food so she could have some, and that made her feel better, at least on the tiredness. She had a little bit more energy. And then the shot they were going to give her but didn't was oxytocin. And if you don't know what that is it's a hormone, I think, or a chemical released by mothers, And I was like, well, if I milk her, she'll release oxytocin, right? So I go out there 10 o'clock at night and I start milking. I've never milked a horse, but I milk her and pray for the best. We walk out the next morning. She's fine. She got it out. We're like, amazing. This is so good. because we were terrified. She is an amazing mare. She's the best mare I've ever met. And so we call some more vets, and we go over to another state. It wasn't that far away because we're like right on the border, but we go to a different state to the vet, and the vet, he gives us some shots and he tells me how to use them. They were intramuscular shots. I don't know the brand, but we got the shots 3 days worth, once a day, and I give her the shots, and she got a supplement too. I forgot the name of it, but it's probably in the video. But I gave her the supplement, and it's been about 2 weeks, maybe week and a half, 2 weeks, and I'm glad to say she's doing perfectly fine. We never found the aborted baby that she had. I don't know where it is. We looked 3, 4, 5 times. I couldn't find it. I couldn't even find where she gave birth. I couldn't find anything about it. And no sign of a foal out there. I don't know what happened to it. I wish I would, but yeah, she's recovering well. She's a little bit depressed because she did lose a baby, and you know, as an owner, when stuff like that happens, you do look back on it and you're like, I wish I would have changed some stuff I did. So I'll just say it out loud. If I knew she was pregnant, I wouldn't have rode her as I did, because I was riding her like an unpregnant mare. I was jumping her, I was cantering her, I didn't know she was pregnant. She showed no signs. Even the day of her labor, we checked her odor. She didn't have any milk. But we checked her, there was nothing. And if I knew she was in labor, I would have put her into a stall instead of putting her back out into the field. That was dumb. But yeah, at least she's doing well now. That's it. Kind of long rant video, but we're never gonna use that vet again, because if it weren't for the stuff I did and research that night, I don't know what would have happened to her, because she really needed that care and we couldn't get it for her. People would be like, well, just call the vet. Well, we did. We took her there. They did nothing. But she's doing fine now. This is a long video. I don't even know if I have enough footage for it, but have a good day, and bye-bye.